Y'all, I'm in the closet. And I have my coat on because I was actually gonna run to the basement, but I was too scared to run outside.
Good morning. Welcome to this old greenhouse. I was supposed to talk in that.
Good morning. This is, oh wait, I said it right. Good morning. I'm Casey with This Old Greenhouse.
And I'm Joe with Seaton & Sons Woodworking / This Old Greenhouse.
Anyways, I'm in the kitchen this morning. I'm making bread for communion, and then we've got a big project today. So you saw in some of our earlier videos, if you watched, we were doing the porch railing on a small section on the back, and today we've got quite a bit larger section. So my husband and my son Seth are going to be working on that today. So I'll show you guys the progress on that today. And y'all, I've got stuff to do outside today, so we'll probably go down to the garden. I did not go down there last night, and the okra is probably a foot long. So I have to get caught up on that. There's also some tomatoes left down there that need to be got. Probably starting to wrap it up with the amount of tomatoes I've been bringing in, but I don't know. Looks like there's a bunch of red ones down there. I've got beans coming up. They're getting very tall. And then we got to check on the baby chicks. All that good stuff today. So if you guys want to just follow us around and see what we do on a Saturday when we got a lot going on, which right now it's August, harvest time for a lot of things, and I have been super busy. Now for our communion bread, I make a little sweet bread. I add some sugar to it, but it's pretty liked, so nobody has any complaints. We used to eat like little wafers that you could buy, and they kind of taste like cardboard, so I started making homemade bread, and we've not went back since then. I always put my yeast in the microwave first to see if it's frothed over, because I know my bread is gonna rise if it does that. Look at that, it's gonna be beautiful bread today. Oh, I love the smell already. All right, I think it's done kneading. Now I let this rise for a bit, just till it doubles in size. No real time frame on it. I just keep an eye on it. All right, guys, I'm back in my kitchen. Bread looks like it's rising pretty well. I'm gonna split it in half. And normally for communion, we only use one loaf. So with the extra loaf, I don't think I'm gonna make a loaf. I think I'm gonna make some cinnamon rolls. They might appreciate that here too. I think they'll like that idea. All right, so I've got the cinnamon roll dough rolled out, and I've got a little bit of a cinnamon brown sugar butter mixture. I'm just gonna kind of spread it out and roll this up and slice it. And I'm also gonna make some icing for this too, because who doesn't want icing on their cinnamon rolls? I see you. You can't sneak up on me.
I do all the time.
You do?
And then you say don't do it.
Oh, I do. All right, so I'm gonna slice this, and then I'm going to let it rise as well for just a little bit, and then we'll bake it. All right, y'all, icing completed, and it is good because I've already tried some. All right, so I'm gonna let this rise. Oh my, it looks so good. And I've got some icing in the fridge, which looks pretty amazing too. Ooh, it's kind of breezy out here today. Y'all, I probably should have put my wind muff on. I think they're putting on a new skirt board, if I'm saying that right.
Yeah, let me get it up over there.
We're gonna put new posts in, and then we've got railing and stuff. I don't know if we'll get to that today though. And it's hot. They're doing prep work right now, so I'll let them be. Y'all, I mowed this morning early because I knew it was gonna be pretty hot today, and it is pretty hard to get through my little rows now. Look at these flowers, they've grown together. And I just can't bring it to myself to trim them. So this garden is really becoming very wild this time of year, which I like. Landing all over all the flowers. There's lots of bees too. But right now, butterflies are in full force. So pretty. Well, I say that to y'all every time I come out here, but I have to share it. It won't stay like this forever, so I just try to enjoy it as much as I can before we go to another season. But that's one thing I like about the season changes here in East Tennessee. I mean, summer's hot, I love it, I've waited for it for so long, but then when it starts getting close to fall, I get really excited about that time of year too, just because it's low humidity, the air is so crisp, the sky is so blue, and it just feels so good. All right, it's just so pretty. It's prettier than what the camera can capture. I don't do a lot of videos this time of year in the greenhouse just because it's pretty warm being right in the heart of summer. We are at 96 in here. I just try to keep it maintained this time of year, watered really good. And if I do anything in here, it's early morning hours or late evening, or on rainy days, it's totally fine in here. But as the seasons start changing, it gets cooler. I spend a lot of time in here, especially in the winter, because it is amazing in here in the winter time. The famous walkboard. All right, let's check the cinnamon rolls. Surely they're getting close to being done rising. Oh, they're looking good. Oh, they're rising up nice. Bread's about ready to be put in the oven.
I just showed up just now.
You've just been inside in the air conditioner.
I know. Speaking of air conditioning, I'm going to take a shower. You're welcome. For all the help.
Projects. What are you doing? Get out of here. She poked one of my eggs last week, and I did not like that. Me and her had words. So I try to come down here before she messes with them and collect them. But that's the last time she's done it. She's not done it. And these eggs have been in here all day. So I don't know. I don't know what her deal was. Maybe she was just mad about something. She was having a bad day. They like to play in this cage right here. I don't know why. Maybe it's just cooler or something. And then I usually dump this out on the ground because they get a little bit of pine shavings in it, and they love to eat it off the ground, to scratch, do their natural thing that chickens do. Look at them, they're so cute. I see y'all got a fan. Is it helping?
We've got a lot of fans, honey.
Oh, fans, ha 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 ha.
See what I did there?
Yeah, we're funny.
Two more of these. Oh, that's good, Seth. We'll just go to the last one. That was fine.
The guys are done. Let's go see what they've done. Not finished, but just done for the day. So we got the little skirt board on here.
It's not little.
So we got the big skirt board on here, and then that new post and that new post. And that's what we've got done today. Took a while because we had to jack the roof up and stuff like that, all the prep work. So I guess the next step is going to be the handrail. Okay guys, I think it's time to go to the garden. The sun has finally went down over the tree line, and it is probably 8 o'clock-ish. Might be a little after, I don't know. I've been out here pulling weeds and all that good stuff, but mosquitoes are getting me now, and the jar flies are out. I'm also looking for something to put my okra in. What did I do with it? It's probably up on the porch. Yep. Back on track. I think I might take my wheelbarrow because I think I'm gonna grab some tomatoes, and there's a lot of them down there. Y'all, I've been dealing with tomatoes a lot this week. Now the beans are looking pretty good, y'all. I've got to get the weeds before they get out of hand. A lot of these bigger pieces I've been getting here recently have been tender. They've been usable. I've been getting a lot of okra off of them. Oh goodness. Oh, it's humid and I'm pouring sweat. And something has bit me at the okra. I feel like it's crawling all over me. Oh, maybe it's mosquitoes or no-see-ums or whatever you call them things. I didn't think we had those here, but my mom says we do. Because I didn't see anything, but I was certainly getting bit. I know there's more tomatoes. I really should be good and go in there and get them. I can't handle these bugs. They're eating me up. Thank goodness for a cool basement. No bugs. Itching, itching. Oh boy, it makes fall sound so appetizing. Good afternoon. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. It is a super humid afternoon here, and I just got an alert on my phone saying we're now under a tornado watch. So I don't know, the winds are picking up. So I'm gonna come out here and kind of pick a few things up that I can that aren't nailed down to the ground. We've got progress on our porch here. So last night, and I would have filmed it, but it was late, Seth and my husband were working on this part right here, putting the pedestals up on here, and they look so good. They may try to finish this evening. I guess depends on the weather. So I am going to get some things put under the house so they don't blow away. Hopefully we don't get tornadoes. Y'all, I want to show you my lettuce. It is doing so good. So this is what it looks like, and it's growing so nicely in here. I'm using fish water to water it. It just looks so happy under these lights. I've got some air blowing on it from my pump. I think I'm gonna get my little bird feeders and take them down. I don't want them to blow away. A little finch feeder, which they absolutely love. I've got to get some finch food because I'm almost out. They eat it constantly. And I love this feeder right here. It's so easy to clean out. It doesn't get stopped up. I've tried so many other different kinds of feeders and they always get like clogged up, but I just love this one. This one right here is cute and it works good when it doesn't get stopped up, but it gets stopped up all the time. I also wanted to show you guys my zinnias on this back portion of my flower garden. They are so tall. I don't know, I'd say they're pushing 7 feet tall. Or maybe taller. Look how big they are. It's crazy. They are so beautiful. Oh, and my hummingbird vine. It's just magical. Love it, love it. Look at that. So pretty. Oh, and my little cosmos are starting to bloom. I have a new plant right here that's not bloomed yet. I had some in the early spring, but I have a new one that's gotten super tall. And it will probably bloom into the fall because I had them do this last year with this type of foliage on it. Saw this butterfly specifically last night, and I know because the end of its tail was off on the right side, just like this one. And it had a little notch right there in its wing. So it's been here for a couple days at least. Alright guys, I got some cleaning to do for a little bit in the kitchen. I've got a little bit of a busy week just kind of getting things prepared for vacation, so we're leaving out this weekend. We have family coming here to stay to watch over all the plants and the chickens and all that good stuff, the garden. But I've got stuff to do to get ready, so may put some different things on here this week because people usually just like to watch what's going on. But we are excited for a little getaway, and I will take you guys along on that. But like I said, this week, just got to get some things lined up before we head out, and I will see you guys in a bit. All right, so we have got some bad storms heading our way. I just got an emergency alert saying to take shelter immediately. We're supposed to have maybe 80-mile-an-hour winds, and there's deadly flying debris, so I'm pretty much freaking out. I think I'm headed to the basement, so I'll see you guys in a bit. Y'all, I'm in the closet. And I have my coat on because I was actually going to run to the basement, but I was too scared to run outside. The wind has really picked up and it's lightning like crazy, so I'm stuck under the steps, which I figure that's probably the next safest place to be. I don't like this. And I'm here by myself, and Seth's out working somewhere. Eli, he is at the hospital working, so I know he's safer, but their power's out. My mom said her power was out. It'll be okay. God has got this, right? He does. So I'll see you guys when the storm passes, because it will. And the sun will come out again, probably today. Alright, y'all, it's looking a little better. The sky doesn't look as angry. The winds have kind of slowed down. So I think we're on the tail end of it. Thank goodness. Okay, so we made it through the storms. Everything's kind of gotten quiet. There was a lot of damage in our county. We're very lucky. We didn't really get much. But everywhere, there's trees down everywhere. I think my husband said there was like 30 or more trees down just like around us. But we were good, and there was a lot of power outages. So it was a big storm. I am glad it's over. The guys are working on the handrail. I think they're gonna finish this part and maybe put the top part on. It's a 1x6. And then maybe cut that down.
Working on another project.